Welcome to Gazer Speaks Again. With me, Gazer Speaks Again. Today's question is considering the connection between wealth and intentional isolation in housing, how might this trend reflect broader societal changes and the ways in which urban and suburban spaces have evolved over time? So if that question isn't clear, let me just clarify it quickly so that we can be on the same page. So what they're asking is that, or what they're saying is that as people gain more wealth, the more their desire for physical isolation increases, right? Meaning that people with money usually live in suburban areas that are mostly secluded from the city, although they are closer to the city, and they are also secluded from townships. Uh, and they're just more quiet. If you've been to a suburban area, you know that the places are quiet. You usually don't see people strolling around on the streets. You don't see kids playing in the streets. It's quiet. And it almost seems as if everyone is minding their business. It seems as if there isn't a sense of community, like how it might be in a township. But it makes sense. Why would there need to be a sense of community when they don't need each other, right? My assumption is that people that live in suburban areas have enough money to not need anyone for anything, right? If they get sick, they can call the ambulance. If a crime happens, they call the police, and I'm sure in those areas there's better response from the ambulance and the police than there is in townships, right? So and beyond that, they have their own cars, they can afford Ubers, right? If there's no electricity, they can afford to put solar. They can afford to have their own water tanks. They don't need the community in order to survive since they have money. They can just pay for the resources and the help that they need. That's my assumption because I've never lived there, right? So, how does this reflect societal changes? I think wealth is connected to um I guess people wanting to separate themselves from people that don't have money or certain people, right? I think if I had money, I would also try to separate myself from the people that don't have money because I think it would make me feel better than them, right? Although I might want to believe that when I have money, I'm just going to be anywhere. I won't separate myself. I'm not like other people, and money won't make me feel better than the people that don't have money. But I think it will. I think a part of me will kind of feel like I'm better than everyone else. I'm just being honest, right? So, because of that, I think that's one of the reasons why people just want to separate themselves from people with no money. And the other thing, I think it has to do with safety, right? We all want to be safe. And I feel like when you have money, you can afford better security than people with no money, right? You can have a security system in your house. You can have a gun, you can have high walls, you can have cameras, you can have all of these services that need money in order for you to feel extra safe. So safety is another one. And how has this evolved over time? How has urban and suburban spaces evolved? I think there's just more separation now between the have and the have nots. And that is all for today.